behind the build with Ivan Ceja.
So we are here at One Moto. This is the first time that ONYX has had an ONYX RCR custom build at One Moto. We've been wanting to come for years, but it only made sense to come when we had something to showcase. So we have Bryce Wong here. Bryce Wong is a talented artist, designer, builder. I've been following him for years, even before I started working at ONYX, and it's just come full circle through this build that he's gonna tell us more about.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what do we have here?
This is my Armored ONYX RCR right here, and loosely inspired off the Bozozoku culture. You know, something I really love doing was just like changing the silhouette. The ONYX is pretty iconic to begin with, so just having the opportunity to like switch it up, make the whole thing, the stance a little different, make it just seem a little bit like fresh and updated, based off of some of the inspiration that I was picking. Like, I mean, we really went for it on this one, for sure.
So I noticed the white and the purple. What is the reasoning for the white and the purple? I still see a couple other Pokemon references. How'd you decide to bring that in?
Yeah, I mean, harkening back to just my love of Pokemon, what a better way to celebrate that and just the inspiration than kind of applying that to this bike. So the purple, the yellow, the off-white, that kind of comes from like from Mewtwo. And then once I added the fairing, it was like, okay, this is the Armored Mewtwo. Think back 1998 Pokemon movie, Giovanni's Armored Mewtwo.
I see over here the Pokemon card.
Yeah.
I see the energy card. And then are there any other references to Pokemon on the build? Because I think I see something in the front, right? In the middle?
Yeah, so yeah, we got a little card protector right here just to make sure if you couldn't tell already, it's all about Mewtwo. We got the psychic energy, and then
And well, before we move to the front, what is the thing with the board? How'd you decide to do that? Because I've never seen this, but it's the coolest thing I've seen on an RCR in a while.
I appreciate that. No, every time I build a bike, a project, I love to bring back my roots in skateboarding and include like a skateboard deck into the build. So I thought this was a perfect way to like showcase that like extreme tail that you see on some of those bikes. Yeah, man, I always got to incorporate it, and this is no better way to do it.
You were going to show us another Pokemon?
Yeah. So across the front, we got some of the this like front grill had that custom fabricated to have that psychic eye on there, and then down the side it actually says Mewtwo in Japanese. Same thing along the side here.
What did you say it says on the side there?
It says Mewtwo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so a little, if you know, you know, or if you speak Japanese.
That's so awesome. What about on the cover?
On the cover,
what does it
this actually says ONYX.
ONYX. Oh, that says ONYX.
Yeah, this says
Dude,
ONYX.
I'm going to take that and put it on mine now. ONYX. Okay, that's the first time I see ONYX in Japanese.
Yeah, shout out. But yeah, man, no, we had a lot of fun with the details on this, and
I recognize the red. This is from what scene of Mewtwo when he's all wired up, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I made sure I replaced all the brake lines and the hoses with this like super vibrant red. I was like, yo, I have to make sure that I harken back to that, because there is that scene where he's just like wired up in the chamber.
Yeah.
So love putting like the little like if you know details in this thing.
And I know I've seen Raid Dynamics makes really cool wheel covers, so I recognize the name there. But tell us a little bit about yours. Yours actually are one of ones, from my understanding.
Yeah, so they make the coolest, the coolest covers, and yeah, man, I was lucky enough to kind of work with them, and they were super open to making some custom ones for me. So these are actually a mix of these old Japanese style like rims, but mixed a little bit with more of like that like feudal Japan kind of like lines, and like making it feel a little bit more ornamental, I guess. And yeah, man, it's awesome. They were able to, they put my name on it in collaboration with them. Big shout out to those guys, and they killed it, man. They even included the purple hardware to match.
I've never seen this, but I really love how you extended the panels, side panels, and put this. The side panels look epic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, man.
Really good.
Again, just like wanting to change the stance of the actual bike, the whole silhouette. I felt, you know, I always loved the pass through, but to me, I wanted to like extend it out, make it feel like, again, armored. So adding on the metal panels really just kind of makes it feel like more robust to me.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And the seat came out really good. I know Tapia seats. I recognize the Tapia seat.
Killed it.
They killed it. No, now I want one of these.
You got it, dude. You know, that was the first thing on the bike that was fully done, actually, because they took the concept and ran with it. So it was really sick for them to just like bust out this amazing seat. I think I sent out like a quick little cardboard like mock-up for them, and like the next week they had pictures sending to me. So it was awesome.
No, this is really good. Every little detail, like I love the color here. I love the higher handlebars, because a lot of people, it's all about how you want to ride. Some people are low, but this is makes it a lot more comfortable, I imagine, as well. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on up here? Only because I remember when I first saw you, when I went to see it for the first time, I've never seen anything like this. So I'm wondering, like, did you make these? Did you buy them? Like, I've never seen those kind of mirrors on bikes ever.
So I found those online. I thought they were perfect because they were like a little bit like techie. They kind of like went with this like front windscreen that like feels a little angular. And to me, like, originally I thought about doing like that like kind of bubble shield here, but there's something about the speed that like it feels like it's going a lot faster with like that cut chop top kind of look. So I actually custom made this, I've been calling it the dashboard.
Okay.
Just to be able to mount all the things onto it. But yeah, man, these things are really awesome because they also will turn down and they'll even tuck in if you're trying to go like a little outlaw style. So,
different evolutions within one evolution. I love it. That looks so
what it's
cool.
all about, man.
No, everybody that I've seen around loves it. I think it's especially because people don't understand. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Pokemon fans within the motorcycle space itself, because we all grew up with it. Like, it's still here for a reason. So I've seen a lot of people who they always look at and it just gravitates. What was one of the more challenging parts about this build? I know there was a couple things possibly. What do you say was the most challenging thing?
The most challenging thing was probably just kind of figuring out the whole layout. You know, I think that's kind of one of those things. I'm not like a traditional bike builder. I come from footwear design, product design, and like graphic design. So getting my hands on the bike like this was something new to me. But I think kind of like getting it all mocked up and making sure that it looked right was the first challenge. But the second was kind of like replacing everything here, rewiring, making sure that it still ran, honestly. But you guys kill it with that, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
No, that's awesome. I know you designed a corn dog helmet that went viral at this space.
Yes, I did.
You painted a bike. What do you say? This is probably the biggest project you've undertaken as a part of One Moto.
Definitely, most definitely, 100%. Because that one was it was a collaboration with One Moto doing the 21 helmets. This is like a triple collab. I get to work with One Moto again, but also bringing you guys in the mix for the first time. No pressure, you know.
I know, right?
But no, I mean, it's kind of like this was a labor of love, and it's one of those things that like, these things are always evolving, but I wanted to make sure this thing looked spectacular for the show. So it was like I had to make sure it was right. So that was probably the biggest undertaking altogether. But yeah, man, this thing came together and it's so sick.
Do you see yourself wanting to possibly build another one in the future?
You tell me when.
Let's do it.
Tell me when.
So I know that this has been a really big week for you. You got your bike at One Moto. You welcomed a baby. Your family is now growing. I have gifts for you. So in nod to the Pokemon cards, I have a couple cards I want to gift you. I'm going to gift you an energy card because it radiates psychic energy and you can never have too many energy cards. I'm going to give you the ONYX Pokemon card holographic from Evolutions XY because it's an ONYX and I mean, it's just fitting. I'm gonna gift you the Mewtwo card as well, the holographic, that one there for you. And then in honor of your newborn, I'm gonna gift her a little Pikachu that you can hold until she starts her collection. And then this is one of my favorite cards from my personal collection. I don't really collect out of like how much they cost. I just like the way they look. So I'm gonna gift you the Mew card, one of my favorite cards.
Dude, thank you so much.
No, of course, dude.
Get a good fan out version.
No, thank you so much. Like, it was so cool working with you. Just like, I bought pieces of art from you and it was like cool, like I'm just gonna collect, but being able to work with you is like a whole other level. So all in all, I know I'm very grateful. ONYX is very grateful and you're gonna inspire so many people. So my last question to you is, being an artist, designer in many mediums, like what is your message or advice to people that are sometimes afraid to, like, they have a vision, they wanna go custom, but they're afraid to even start or begin their process of building in any avenue. It doesn't have to be bikes. It could be in art, in creating in general?
It's a tough question. You know, it's hard to put stuff out there that is your own. It's a very vulnerable thing to do, but man, at the end of the day, my motto is just have fun, right? And I think that's the thing that like shows through with this. Like, as long as you're having fun and you personally enjoy it, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. There's always going to be people who love it, always going to be people who hate it. As long as you enjoy what you do, I think that's kind of like the ticket.